Hello, today I'm going to be walking you through my challenge 3. Challenge 3 was about securing the API. Of course, to do challenge 3 we had to make sure that challenge 2 was done, and these were the various endpoints that we had to do along with their functionality. So I'm going to take you to my GitHub repository where my work is. So when you come to GitHub, look for King Banks, and then we connect API with the database. This is where the work is, and we connect basically provides a platform that brings businesses and individuals together and creates awareness for the businesses and gives the users the ability to write reviews about the businesses they have interacted with. And when you reach the documentation, it's pretty straightforward. So if you want to set up locally, just follow these descriptions, and for running the application, follow these commands. So I'm going to take you to the actual application so that you can see how it works. So just select the link in the documentation and it will open for you the application. So the application is hosted on Heroku, and this is what it looks like. So before a person can register a business or give a review to a business, they must be registered within the system. So to do that, we shall come to the user and look for the register endpoint. At this endpoint, we require JSON body. So we're just going to create some demo data. And run it. So once that is done, it will let you know that John has been created. Then, of course, before we can access any of these other endpoints, we have to make sure that the user is logged in. Because if you try to access an endpoint that is secured, you will require a token. And without a token, there is no way you can be able to check out that functionality. So the first thing we have to do is log in to the system. So our password was password, and we are successfully logged in. So from this section, we are going to get the token, which is required to give us access to the secured routes. So let me just copy that for ease. So we can go to the businesses. Now under businesses, let's say we put in the token and we try it out. It will tell you no businesses are registered currently, so we have to create some businesses. So to do that, go to the post route. We put in the endpoint, put in some data, and we try it out. It will tell you the business has been created. So let me create a second business. And try it out. So a second business has been created. So from this we can go back to our endpoint that returns all the businesses and run it again. So from here you're able to see that both these two businesses have been created, business 2 and business 1. So there may be a point where you want to only see probably one business per page, so you can say on page 1 and I want to see one result. and of course it will bring you back only the first record, and in order to see the second one, of course, you will have to say, let's go to page 2. So from this point you can see that this is the information about the second business. So the next endpoint we are going to look at is probably a filter. The filter finds a business basing on either the category or the location. So of course it's a protected route and we require a token. So let's say we want to find a business by location, and it should be in location maybe 2. Let's try it out. And well enough, it will bring you a business that is in location 2. The API provides you with the ability to search for a business. So let's say, and maybe that. It should bring you all the businesses that have a name that is like this. So we are also able to delete a business. So let's say we want to delete a business that has the ID of 2. Yeah. So let's remove this so that you can clearly see the IDs of these businesses. So you can see that the ID of this business is 1 and the ID of this business is 2. So let me try to delete business with the ID of 2. So when we run it, it will tell you that the second business has been deleted. To check whether this is actually true, we can go back to our route that displays all the businesses and get back all the information. So we should see only one business now. Surely enough, only one business. Let's see. Try it. Yeah. Only one business exists now. So the next endpoint we are going to look at is maybe creating a specific business. Let's say we want to find the details of the first business, and it will bring you all the information related to that business. And the put will let you update your business. So of course we shall put in our token, get our ID, which is 1, and let's say we want to change the name of the business. So from this point, of course, it tells you that the business has been successfully updated. To prove this, we shall come back to our business. Let's look for, well, we want only returning one business at a time. Let us just try this. This is the route that displays all businesses. So you should see that business 1 has had its name changed, which is this. So the next endpoint we are going to look at is the refuse it's under reviews. So each business has reviews that are either created by the user or anybody who has been to the business and has a review for the business. So if we try to get the reviews for this business we have just created, you will see that we have no reviews for this business. So if we try to create reviews for this business, we have to go to the post endpoint, do that, add in the ID, and let's create out 3 reviews. So we can come back to putting back the reviews and see whether this business now has reviews. And here you're able to see that we have 3 reviews. 3 reviews under the business. So just like the businesses, you're able to limit the number of records you want to see. We know that there are 3 reviews. So let's say we only want to see 2 reviews. So if we try it out, and sure enough you'll see that we have 2 reviews, and it will let you know where to find the next number of reviews. So if we do this, we should see the last review, which is this, and it can tell you how to go back to the previous reviews. So the last part I'll be talking about is where we have to change the password. Change the password of the user. To change the password of the user, we shall come to reset password. We shall put in our token and pass in a new password. So as you can see, the password has been set and we have changed it to new password. So let's say we come back to, we log out of this application. We want to test whether the password has actually been set. So let me try logging out. Yes. So after logging out, of course, let's say we want to maybe get back the businesses. The business is a protected route, so we should be denied access. But obviously this was the old token that was giving us authorization. We should be denied access to view this business. And surely enough, to tell you the token is no longer valid, or you're signed out. So of course we'll have to log in. So remember, this was our old information. So if we try it out, it should tell us the password is incorrect. Yeah, password is incorrect. So we shall have to put in your password. And surely enough, you're given authorization. Copy that. And we can come back to getting back the businesses. We're going to change this to the new token. And this time it gives us the information. So that's it from me For further information, please visit the repository. Thank you.